In the first semester of MDP, we have discussed issues involving the role of business in society. We've discussed various obstacles which businesses face when operating in the modern world. One of these is globalisation, which is a topic which is under serious debate and draws many arguments from differing views on whether it's a positive or a negative thing. Businesses clearly benefit from expanding abroad, to whether it's to produce or to sell their products in developing countries or already developed countries. Some of these benefits are that they're able to access a much wider range of resources than they would if they were only operating in their home country. They're able to take advantage of the global comparative advantage, and they're able to give jobs and a steady income to developing countries who would otherwise struggle to earn money. It can be seen to reduce world conflict as countries are dependent on each other. Alternatively, it's been criticised. Globalisation is criticised for encouraging the loss of culture, and countries are becoming more Americanised, with American countries selling and producing in their own culture. Also creates a divide between skilled and unskilled workers, and can promote inequality in a country. Environmental degradation is also an issue which comes with globalisation, as well as the exploitation of low-paid workers, and the unfair treatment of these employees. So this is an obstacle that businesses have to face, and that's the criticism that they can get from globalisation.
We'll look at crisis management as well. A crisis can be a major obstacle in a business. The management of this crisis is crucial to the business. It can be both positive and negative effects. An example of a major obstacle faced by business was the financial crisis of the Western world between 2007 and 2008. For many businesses, poor management of this obstacle or in the run-up caused this business failure. Some say that it was poor management in businesses, for example in the banks, that caused this particular crisis, although this then had a domino effect and affects other companies in a negative way, which had a huge effect on the economy. A crisis obstacle is therefore one which is avoided. It can not only affect the business involved but also others surrounding the business. It can be said that the role of business is to offer good management and use informative decisions, especially when high up in an organisation. This would help the business avoid a future crisis, and therefore would help prevent this from happening to businesses that surround it.
Okay, so ideally it is said that businesses have a positive impact on society because they are really ethical, or they should be ethical, and they should take up corporate social responsibility. So by ethical, they should pay a sufficient amount of money to work as in low labor cost countries, and not use child labor, for example. And also, like Liz Ma, who is CEO of Net Impact, has said that companies are dealing with problems such as Ebola and wars and climate change. So ideally, to stop climate warming, for example, businesses should cut their carbon output, and some of them have tried to do it in a way that they have signed up to United Nations the Business Leadership Criteria on carbon pricing. But because it's kind of this not really that big of a deal, or that criteria isn't that strict, it's not. They don't really do that. They don't really cut their carbon output. And it is said that they should also practice social responsibility by donating to national and local charities. For example, Tom Shoes donate one pair of shoes to a child in need for every pair someone purchases. And also, to be environmentally friendly, businesses use sustainable resources, Ben & Jerry's use fair trade ingredients, and they also have developed a dairy farm which has a sustainable program, and Starbucks as well has this kind of guide that basically should ensure that the resources are sustainable.
In a perfect world, there is a clear-cut distinction of what's right and what's wrong. However, that's not often the case. In reality, what you consider right may be someone else's wrong, and what you consider wrong may in some culture be considered right. Even in big business like Apple faces ethical dilemmas. In the case of Apple's sweatshirt factory in China, the employees threatened to commit suicide because of the working environment. The utilitarian theory states that one should maximize utility for everyone. Clearly, Apple's violated this theory because the working condition result in the employees being depressed and wanting to commit suicide. However, to justify this, the individualism theory suggests that one needs to do everything in their power to maximize profit and shareholder value. By building factory in China, employees are paid exceptionally low wages. However, the cost of production is minimized and profit for the shareholder is maximized. As you can see, that there are many different perspectives to justify ethics, therefore the right choice is subjective.